I'm sweating my ass off. All right, so if you're seeing a video on this channel again, obviously it's because I've gone up in weight or gone all the way up in weight and it needs to be taken off. So that's why I'm heading back to the channel, get some motivation. I've got to go through and take off what I've put back on. All right, if anybody's still watching from way back in the day, you know that I went from around 355 pounds all the way down to about 192 at my very lowest, losing right around 160 pounds. And I kept it off for the longest time. I mean, if you're watching the channel or if you go back and look at some of the videos, you can see all the progression I made, the workouts that I was doing, kind of everything that I was doing to maintain, keep it off, and lift weights and try to get in better health as well as better shape. And at some point I'll sit down and make a longer video talking like in length about what has happened over the last several years since the last video and basically what led to all of this coming back. And that is right, I jumped on the scale the other day and I was at 355.2 or 3 or something like that, which means I have literally gained back every single ounce that I took off, which of course for me is unbelievably, I don't know, like every single emotion you could think of. It's depressing, it's frustrating, it's sad. I mean, there were a lot of things that went into this. Not all of it was just me being lazy. There are definitely some other factors that went into this. And again, I'll talk about it in a much longer video where I go into detail talking about everything and kind of the plan to get back to it. But that's what this video is. Basically jump back into this thing. The channel for me in the past was a great source of accountability, and that's why I'm coming back to do this. With people watching and basically going back to the 4-hour body. And one of the things in the 4-hour body is to hold yourself accountable, put your stuff out there, because the more people that see your stuff and see you trying, the more that you feel accountable, or the more that you feel like people are watching, not necessarily watching, but they're watching along with you. And if you know people are watching, you tend to try a little bit harder, and that's definitely the case for me. And recording this outside today was a bad decision. It's so hot sitting out here, but it's like it is September 25th right now, Sunday, September 25th. This is one of the few last nice weekends that we've got before it starts getting really cold, so I wanted to take advantage, doing some outside grilling, and that is going into meal prep. But yeah, like I don't even know where to begin. Like all this came back. I kept it off for the longest time. It's been about 10 years since I've started, or since I started the initial, actually it was a little bit before that. So I think in 2012 is when I officially lost like all the weight. And that was a total of around 160 pounds, and kept it off for the longest time. And I'd say probably right around like 3 or 4 years ago, it started to go up a little bit. It went up and down. Held it at like 210, 220, 230. I like it around like 230, 240. And then I started to go around like 250. And then of course, age caught up with me, started to get a little bit harder to do some of the dieting, some of the working out. I hurt my shoulder, as I mentioned in one of the previous videos from a while back. And a lot of things like that really slowed me down. And then of course, once you get into the habit of that stuff, you let this thing affect you, you let that thing affect you, the diet starts affecting you, and it literally compounds. And this is where we are. So this is, I mean, straight accountability. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like I'm not comfortable anymore. I don't think I look good at all. And it's definitely time to get it back together and really pull it in before I definitely get much older and it gets much harder to do this. And I'm not too worried about it because I do know exactly what to do. I know the diet that works for me. I know the exercise that works for me. I know the channel and putting myself accountable to anybody watching this definitely works for me. And that's what I'm doing today. And like I said, I'm grilling some chicken, or smoking some chicken on the Traeger. My son is coming over. We're doing that stuff. We're going to be doing meal prep together. So getting the meal prep together so that I have meals always ready to go. I don't have to think about anything. That's one of the things that really helped me in the beginning with my original diet, is having meal prep. It's huge. I would recommend that to anybody that's getting into dieting. Anything you can do to make it simple so that when you get hungry, something is there. You don't have to think about it. And of course, once you start to get really hungry and starving, it doesn't matter what's in the fridge. You're just going to order something. And that's definitely what I do. So that's pretty much it with this one. Just a quick video to put it back out there. It's Sunday, September 25th, 2022. I don't know that I'm going to be going for a full 160 pounds again. I didn't like being down around like the 200 range. 230 would be nice, but that's still a little low. I'm definitely shooting for 250. That's 105 pounds, so definitely shooting for that one. If I can get under 250, that's going to be great. But I like my weight. I like the way I look at 230 to 250. So if I can get the weights back in there at 250, it's going to be a great weight for me. And honestly, I think that's a good weight. I mean, for a guy my size, like my build, 6'2", 250 pounds, that's not a bad weight, I don't think anyway. But that's pretty much it. Stick around. I've got a video going on the smoker. Went to Costco, bought all that stuff. So I'm going to do some meal prep videos along with this one. And then later in the week, I'm going to try to do the full explanation of basically everything that happened within the like the last 4 years that really led to a lot of this stuff. It was definitely some personal life stuff. It was some major health stuff. So definitely stick around for that. Hit subscribe and stay tuned for the next videos.